It was the second day of high drama for Aam Aadmi Party leaders in Delhi today, but this time not on the streets of the capital but in the police stations and courts. This after a Delhi police report blamed the Aam Aadmi Party for instigating violence, and the Election Commission served a notice to the new party. Two prominent AAP leaders, Ashutosh and Shazia Ilmi, were taken into custody for questioning and released only after explaining yesterday's violent protests outside the BJP headquarters.
Aam Aadmi Party leaders Ashutosh and Shazia Ilmi being taken away by the Delhi police to be questioned. The questioning lasted 4 hours, with both being grilled about their role in Wednesday's violent protests outside the BJP headquarters.
किस बिना पर आखिरकार ये FIR है जिसमें राइटिंग और इतने संगीन मामले हैं? हमने तो कोई दंगाबाजी या राइटिंग नहीं की। तो उन्होंने कहा कुछ लोगों ने ऐसा किया है। हमने कहा बहुत देर बाद जब लगातार पत्थर हुए होंगे, हो सकता है हमारे किसी वर्कर ने किया हो ऐसा हो, तो वो बात गलत है और उसके लिए खुद अरविंद केजरीवाल और हम लोग ने भी कहा कि वो गलत है।
उसके बाद हम थोड़ी देर तक वहाँ बैठे रहे और बाद में हमने कहा कि आप मुझे बताया जाए कि आपने मुझे अरेस्ट किया है या आपने मुझे डिटेन किया है। तो थोड़ी देर बाद इन्होंने कहा कि आपकी जो इंट्रोगेशन है पूरी हो चुकी है और अगर आगे जरूरत पड़ेगी तो हम आपको दिखाएंगे।
The two, along with other Aam Aadmi Party activists, have been charged under different sections of the Indian Penal Code, including unlawful assembly, rioting, unlawful activities, obstructing and assaulting public servants, and damage to property.
देश का जो प्रजातंत्र है उसको हमको बरकरार रखना है और हम चाहते हैं कि हमारा जो इलेक्शन होने वाला कार्रवाई जो चल रहा है हमारा अभी नो फेज का, हम चाहते हैं वो बिना कोई तकलीफ से, बिना कोई मुश्किल से, बिना कोई हार्डल से आराम से हो जाए।
The drama started early with the Delhi police acting with speed in the FIR filed against 14 Aam Aadmi Party workers. Nearly an hour later, Arvind Kejrwal, still doing his Gujarat rounds, urged Aam Aadmi Party activists to exercise restraint. The BJP wasn't sitting idle either. A delegation visited the Election Commissioner's office seeking action against the Aam Aadmi Party. Nearly 2 hours later, the Commission sent a notice to Aam Aadmi Party seeking its explanation for the protests. A little after 3 in the afternoon, Ashutosh was bundled away by the police for questioning. At the same time, 14 Aam Aadmi Party workers arrested earlier were produced in Patiala House courts in Delhi and then granted bail. Shazia Ilmi was also taken by the Delhi police for questioning. And all through, Aam Aadmi Party insisted it was being victimized. For voters of the Aam Aadmi Party, a movement born out of activism, the latest avatar could be a little disconcerting. After all, violence is associated with hardcore political gundaism, not a party that prides itself on Aam Aadmi's principles. Bureau Report, headlines today.
At this time, the Aam Aadmi Party is trying its best to turn the 2014 elections into a direct face-off between the BJP on the one side and the Aam Aadmi Party on the other. 24 hours after a day of violence across cities between cadres of both the parties, today both tried to play the victim. The Aam Aadmi Party was labelled by the BJP as a bunch of Naxalites, and the BJP was labelled by AAP as violent fascists. Narendra Modi, in any case, is being egged on by Arvind Kejrwal for a battle royale in Varanasi. So what does one make of this attempt being made at the fledgling Aam Aadmi Party to ensure that at any cost they hog the media headlines and are constantly breathing down Narendra Modi's neck?
इलेक्शन प्रोसेशन नहीं है। आप मेरे को बताइए, कानून बताइए। मेरे को भी मॉडल कोड ऑफ पता मेरे को भी मॉडल कोड ऑफ पता।
What started out as a 15-minute detention in a remote Gujarat village
ये प्रोसेशन नहीं, हम चलेंगे, आप हमें गिरफ्तार कर लीजिए,
turned into a furious confrontation in the heart of Delhi, likes of which have not been seen recently. This face-off between the two leading Delhi political outfits only underlining the bad blood between them. A day after the standoff, BJP was on an overdrive today. First passing an internal resolution condemning the AAP violence, and then approaching the State Election Commission with the plea that Aam Aadmi Party be de-recognized as a political party and that stern action be taken against AAP workers.
हमने चुनाव आयोग से कहा है कि कड़ी से कड़ी कार्रवाई की जाए और उन ताकतों को ऐसी सबक मिल सके जो लोग की कहीं ना कहीं चुनाव को बाधित करने का षड्यंत्र कर रहे हैं.
Other BJP leaders joined the chorus in condemning AAP for its act.
हमारे जितने कार्यकर्ता हैं किसी को.
Meanwhile, the Aam Aadmi Party maintained its innocence. Two of its top leaders in Delhi taken in for questioning after being named in FIRs.
आम आदमी पार्टी के कम से कम 15 लोग घायल हुए और FIR भी आम आदमी पार्टी के ऊपर. ये सब यही दिखा रहा है कि अब कांग्रेस और भाजपा दोनों एक हो चुके हैं और मिलकर आम आदमी पार्टी को कुचलना चाहते हैं.
Arvind Kejrwal on his part was playing the injured party in Gujarat, attacking Modi and the BJP, but asking his party workers to exercise restraint at the same time.
डंडा मारने वाले पत्थर फेंकने वाले कायर होते हैं और डंडा खाने वाले और पत्थर खाने वाले हमें बहादुर बनना, हमें देश को आजाद कराना है. हमारी लड़ाई बीजेपी से नहीं है. बीजेपी तो बहुत छोटी सी चीज है. हमारी लड़ाई देश से.
Congress, meanwhile, has been maintaining its distance. Just some of its leaders spoke on holding both sides equally guilty.
नहीं, बड़ा दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण. इस तरह की घटनाएं नहीं होनी चाहिए. कल चुनाव की घोषणा हुई और जिस तरह से आपस में दिल्ली में लोग लड़े या गुजरात में लड़े, उचित नहीं है.
With Kejrwal emerging as a viable alternative to Narendra Modi, at least in urban centres, the confrontation between the two is only expected to escalate in the coming days. And the BJP, which had largely ignored the new party outside Delhi, will certainly be more proactive where Kejrwal is concerned. Bureau Report, Headlines Today.
Are we now seeing the Aam Aadmi Party beginning to literally manufacture news in an attempt to hijack the election agenda? Lights, camera, anarchy. From street protest to street fights. Anything for free publicity? Is that what the Aam Aadmi Party is trying to do? To give an inflated sense of their self-opinion, to tell the BJP that they're the ones who are in the contest, and that's the message that they're trying to convey to voters. Joining us on centre stage tonight, I want to begin by introducing Professor Anand Kumar, representing the Aam Aadmi Party. We've got Sunil Alag, he's a big fan of Narendra Modi, corporate honcho. We've also got with us at this time Chetan Bhagat, author, was originally supportive of the Aam Aadmi Party, has recently turned highly critical of them. KP Singh is a member of the Aam Aadmi Party. I want to go across first to Sunil Alag. Do you think that the Aam Aadmi Party, in its attempt to take on Narendra Modi, is resorting to violence, is resorting to theatre in a bid to inflate their own esteem, in a bid to convey to voters that they're the ones out on the streets fighting Narendra Modi and therefore trying to turn the 2014 elections into a Modi versus Kejrwal war? Sunil Alag.
You know, I mean, I'm a little worried because of the philosophy that Aam Aadmi has been portraying, that we don't want violence, we are a new party, we are coming with a new thought, we've got workers who are voluntary. Everything seems to be being turned upside down, and why I am a little worried is at least the perception of Aam Aadmi is changing. What they did outside the BJP office in Delhi was absolutely incredible, just because for 15 minutes Kejrwal was just stopped and questioned. He wasn't put into jail, nothing had happened. That they came in a block of about 400 or 500, and I spoke to a few people inside the BJP office over there. There were 3 or 4 youngsters who had come in from Singapore. One was a lady. Like Aam Aadmi has some people who've given up the job, so does BJP. From Singapore, this lady had come down for 3 months to work with us. And you know, this threatening thing of 500 people outside, banging, shouting, you are going to create an aura of threat. From there, some action will be taken. If you're peaceful and you were just sitting, nothing would have happened. And in any case, as far as I'm concerned, they didn't behave like this when they went to Amethi and they were stopped and they were black flags. They didn't go outside Samajwadi Party. Suddenly they decide to go against BJP. First it was against Congress in Delhi.
You've made an important point. KP Singh must come in. You didn't do this to the Samajwadi Party. You are literally itching for a fight. You know, like they used to do in school, where you go and try and challenge someone to try and draw him into a violent act. That is pretty much what the Aam Aadmi Party is doing. with the intent and the purpose of trying to manufacture news and ensure that the camera glare stays focused on them.
No, but Mr. Arvind Kejrwal has already said that earlier today. I know they played a speech from early in the afternoon. He said, it shouldn't have happened. If they throw stones at you, you don't throw them back.
But they did.
No
action's been taken against those supporters who threw those stones.
Aam Aadmi is the party of Gandhi. BJP is a party of the RSS. They throw stones. Aam Aadmi party should not. If somebody did, it was a mistake. I agree with you. And anyway, by going to the BJP headquarters, they covered, they basically overshadowed what Mr. Kejrwal was doing in Gujarat. It was a mistake.
Now, can it be dismissed as simplistically as a mistake, Chetan Bhagat, or do you think there is a larger messaging at play where the Aam Aadmi party, by resorting to such desperate theatrics, is trying to up the ante and ensure the camera glare stays focused on them? Chetan Bhagat.
Well, I think they do, that's the only way they can campaign, because they don't have that many funds and whatever. But they're really scraping the bottom of the barrel here. They're really going for tactics. That unfortunately is a little sad and is not something one would expect of a party that is changing things. Because it's not just about who wins the election, it's about what were the issues during the campaign. And if you take away attention from the real issues, and you have street fights and who did first, he started it. I mean, that's just a waste of time, and it really doesn't tell me anything. It doesn't tell anybody anything about the candidates. And the very notion that Mr. Kejrwal or anybody would be stopped in Gujarat because he's coming and people are scared is false. And they know it's false, because today he can say whatever he wants against Modi in Delhi. He is already saying things against Modi in Delhi that is being beamed by camera into Gujarat. So why would they stop him in Gujarat? I mean, he can do whatever.
The charge literally is against Professor Anand Kumar that the Aam Aadmi party made a shindy about essentially a very small thing in an attempt to hype it up. This is free publicity. You're looking to do this because there's no other way of being able to carry out your publicity, carry out your campaign. Therefore, resort to desperate theatrics in the hope that the camera will stay focused on you.
Well, you have chosen very meaningful words with excellent lineup, but my problem is that we don't have any crisis about publicity. Our first list, second list and third list of candidates attracted your attention, my dear friend. But the problem is related with Gujarat. And let me tell you that today again, one of our leaders, Shri Manish Sisodia's car has been attacked. And if anybody is attacked, the window is broken, police is conniving with gundas, it is lumpenizing the electoral process. What we tried to do yesterday attracted police, and they arrested me and 32 of my friends, and we were in the lockup in the Parliament Street Thana. Today, there is again a story about Manish Sisodia. Tell me, what should we be doing?
No, but the charge is that you're literally provoking the BJP. You're literally provoking Narendra Modi by sending highly agitated workers to the BJP headquarters. Chetan Bhagat wants to respond. Chetan, go ahead.
And you're trying to get your place under the sun. Trust me, nobody is really taking you that seriously in Gujarat. You are non-entity in this election over there. You can do whatever you want, go roam around. You should come to Gujarat. Gujarat tourism welcomes you. You need a guest house, they'll give you a guest house. But really, don't flatter yourself that, oh my God, people are going to come breaking your cars because you are so scary. Nobody is scared of you. No opinion poll is saying you are any presence in Gujarat. So you know that.
No, but Anand Kumar, even if
it's not
the cops detained Arvind Kejrwal wrongly, would it not be a more rational thing to go and complain to the Election Commission instead of charging to the BJP headquarters? Your leader Ashutosh jumps onto a wall, instigates his workers. Is this the way a sensible party hoping to shape the national narrative behaves? Professor Kumar?
Your question is very valid, but let me go to the first response. I'd like to meet Shri Chetan Bhagat in the streets of Ahmedabad, where I was there 10 days ago, meeting Shri Narayan Desai, Manishi Jani, Sanjeev Bhatt, Sunil, and many other people. Hyderabad, Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Mumbai, they are talking a different language today. And I'd like to meet Shri Chetan Bhagat when his car is attacked by gundas, and then I like to have some lessons from him about what is.
No, but look also, Anand Kumar, at your language, lumpenism, gundaism, you are charging Modi with all of this. If you wish to, one second, don't shout, I don't like it. One second, Anand Kumar, don't shout, please. Listen to my question. This is not the shout. This is not an Aam Aadmi Party protest. You cannot shout. Just one by one. I'll give you an opportunity. KP Singh, allow me to build my construct. I will give you an opportunity. Why? Let me moderate the show. I'm coming to you in just 30 seconds. If you wish to take down Modi, Anand Kumar, why don't you do so through cogent, rational argument? You believe he hasn't done a good job in Gujarat? Bring him down through fact. Not through the sort of street language that you're using, not by flinging stones and by throwing chairs, but by arguing with him, by debating with him. That's what should be happening in an election, not the sort of lumpenism and the gundaism your party is resorting to, sir.
Rahulji, I very humbly submit that you have not seen the details of what happened there. I was sitting in front of the BJP office gate. Then I was arrested. Then I was taken to the police station with 32 men and women. Please look at the clips you have. If you have not done your homework, I will not like to say anything more.
Sir, I have done my homework. The Delhi police says that the original act of provocation, the instigation came from the Aam Aadmi Party. The Delhi police does not report to Narendra Modi. It reports to the governor, and currently Delhi is under president's rule. It does not report to the Aam Aadmi Party. We've seen leaders from the Aam Aadmi Party, and I want to introduce Sudhanshu Mittal at this time, come on record to say that Modi is getting the Delhi police to do this. You are literally building ghosts, you are building demons, you are fighting with the windmills, saying Modi is getting the Delhi police to do this. Let Sudhanshu come in and respond, and then I bring in KP Singh. Sudhanshu Mittal.
Did I say that? Did I say that? May I submit a very small solution, sir? That let there be an inquiry committee, and let there be an inquiry including you and Shri Chetan Bhagat and Shri Sudhanshu Mittal, and tell the country what happened yesterday in Gujarat and then what happened in Delhi, and we'll be happy with that. If we are found guilty, we'll apologize to you. And
I have a comment here from Ashutosh where he says that this is being done at the behest of Narendra Modi. The Delhi police is doing this at the behest of Narendra Modi. It's farcical, the sort of political arguments we are drawing. There are 800 million people. We need to raise the level of debate. Just hold it a moment, sir. Let Sudhanshu Mittal come in. I'm coming back to you in just a moment. Sudhanshu.
Rahul, two things. Here is the photograph which shows Anandji with a man who's holding a stone in his hand and throwing. That's one thing. Forget it. First thing, Mr. Sanjay Singh says, Mr. Kejrwal has been arrested. He creates this hype. I just want to ask both of them here. Sir, was he arrested? Was he not arrested? If he was not arrested, did you have a right to speak a lie and then create provocation in the country? Third thing, sir. Gujarat police, after the announcement of the election code of conduct, was under the administrative control of the election commission. If according to you there was something which was wrong by the Delhi Gujarat police, the proper forum was election commission. Please go and complain to them. Or if you had problems with the Gujarat administration, go to the Gujarat Bhavan, demonstrate there. Instead, what do you choose, sir? You choose to target the office of a national party after the model code of conduct has been implemented. You lumpenize the environment there, you break furniture there, you bring down the posters, you bring down the hoardings, you throw stones. Sir, is this the new political culture which you had promised? I'll just narrate one thing. In the morning, yesterday I got a, just 1 second. In the morning I got an SMS saying, look, for 2 days, Mr. Kejrwal is not in the news. Watch out, he will do something to be in news today. And lo behold, this thing happened.
No, there seems to be a niche. Let KP Singh come in of trying to find some way of being in the national news. Is this not highly irresponsible for leaders like Sanjay Singh to say Kejriwal's been arrested. He wasn't arrested. He was held back, asked whether he had permission, and then allowed to proceed. But a hysteria was built up almost as if Modi has attacked Kejriwal.
As a journalist, you should ask, why was he held back?
You know, when we are filming at various places, the cops and the DM of that area often ask us, do you have permission? If you have permission, you're allowed to proceed. Everyone gets questioned, KP, outside Delhi. There is nothing wrong with that. Yes, you must answer. Why was it projected as if Modi had gone and arrested Kejriwal?
Let me answer that.
Yes.
Where was Mr. Kejriwal going? He was going to the special investment zone where Maruti has been given a factory, where 44 villages are standing up against the government of Gujarat.
No one stopped him from going there.
They stopped him. That's why they stopped him.
But
that's
they didn't
the allegation.
Stop him. Where is the allegation substantiated by
then
facts?
Of course,
they
then it became national news, then they
because you lied, you said that he'd been arrested. Was he arrested?
Why is Mr. Kejriwal?
Why were Aam Aadmi Party leaders misleading the country by saying that Kejriwal had been arrested?
Let me just have my say. Mr. Modi has gone from one end of this country to the other end saying Gujarat is the greatest state in the history of the world. So Mr. Kejriwal says, okay, maybe let me go find out.
There's nothing wrong with that.
So he goes there, he goes to a hospital, there are no doctors. They go to a school, then no teachers. He asks, where's this 24 hours electricity? Nobody can find it. So this great state, this Sone ki Chidiya, there's no Chidiya.
No, but the other reality, Sunil Alag, is that Arvind Kejriwal has pinpointed and directed his visit to certain places where he knows there's a problem.
This is...
is that a fair way?
Let's not even get the Outlook magazine being missing for 1 week.
Is that a fair way of determining whether or not
because the
Gujarat
Adani
has done
story
any
is
work?
in it. Let's answer that. Why is Outlook gone missing for the last week? There's a story about Adani, Modi.
We know that. I read that story. Is it missing?
You can't find it in Gujarat.
Do you know? Have you been to
find
Gujarat?
Alcohol in prohibition
Have you been to Gujarat in the last 1 week?
I have my sources.
No, you have your sources like Kejriwal as someone saying this is Ambani's bank account. Sunil Alag wants to come in.
Can I just step in?
Yes, sir, you must.
Right. Okay. I would like to respond to whatever he has said. I have been to Gujarat very often.
I'm sure you have, sir.
I am not saying Gujarat is perfect. And the question is that I can always go and find one school, one hospital and make a huge drama by carrying a whole TV crew to say this is Gujarat. Look, he could not have got 130 seats if what you're saying is right. If so many people are upset with him in Gujarat, he wouldn't have won with such a thumping majority. People are voting for him. Come along with me to Gujarat and I will show you all the successes.
Absolutely,
if he says all the villages have electricity,
Chetan Bhagat,
you find 2 villages who don't have electricity.
There are, no, 1 second. Chetan Bhagat, there are warts
I will show you Gujarat.
And there are successes. Is Kejriwal being politically mischievous by targeting just those areas where there may be a problem? There's a lot of work that has happened in Gujarat. Yes, there are problems that remain. But is Kejriwal being politically mischievous by picking on the areas where some work hasn't happened, because that's the way he's targeted where he wants to go to? Chetan Bhagat.
See, from his point of view, he wants a worthy enemy, and I think Congress is not a worthy enemy. So he is trying to get that. But look at AAP logic. You know, they say Modi controls Delhi police, Ambani controls Modi. So therefore Ambani controls Delhi police. But Delhi police, he got the Delhi police to write a FIR against Ambani. So, you know, these logics AAP cannot explain. This is AAP beliefs, this is a AAP special book which they are creating logic. But I want to talk about the BJP, Mr. Sudhanshu. You are getting the leading position in all opinion polls. You are going to maybe a very high chance form the government in the biggest democracy in the world. How can you get provoked by such antics? How could you, how can you not control? I know there were fringe elements of your party. I know it was not it didn't come from the top, it was a spur of the moment decision. But people of this country are putting their faith in you. How can you come down to this level? I mean, it is your fault also. It is both of yours fault, and you have shamed you. It's not something that someone expects out of a party which is
okay. You're saying that Modi is getting rattled. Why is Modi getting rattled? If he comes there, why should the cops stop him? Let him go. Let him see what he wants. Sudhanshu Mittal must respond. Why is he so rattled if Kejriwal comes into a hospital and doesn't find any doctor? Sudhanshu Mittal.
Rahul, how is Modi getting rattled? As I just said, if the entire administration is now under the Election Commission's charge, What is the role of Mr. Modi? Mr. Kejrwal should go every day, go to every hospital, go to every place he wants to, bring it before the people, no problems. People have to decide for themselves whether they believe in this or they believe in the word of Mr. Modi. Because Mr. Modi's credibility over the last 12 years is impeccable. He has credibility of performance delivery. He's the hope factor. He has credibility of character. He has the credibility of ideology. So how are we rattled? The problem is, for last 2 days they were not in news. Now if you're not in news, what do? You must do something which ensures that there is media space. You fake an arrest, and not only do you fake an arrest, after the arrest, you lumpenize the situation by attacking the national office of a political rival of yours.
No, but Anand Kumar, is this not doing injustice to India's democracy? On a day that the dates of election got announced, your theatrics held center stage. Is it not unfair? Because people really should be having a healthier discourse, a more informed discourse. By resorting to such theatrics, you almost, we had to change our program schedule because of these breaking stories, these breaking developments, all these windscreens being smashed. Should you not be engaging in a more healthy discourse, or is it because a healthy discourse is difficult to communicate, therefore theatre is what you're resorting to because people understand it fastest and easiest? Is that the only way of communicating the AAP message? Anand Kumar?
Rahulji, you know it better than anyone else that we have some of the best communicators in our party compared with other parties. You also don't have problem of memory. We hit the headlines with our Kanpur rally just 3 days ago. And I really don't want to say anything any further except that if the BJP has any standards left, and if they don't like lumpenization, why don't they agree and join us in demanding an inquiry? And in that inquiry, let the Lieutenant Governor, who is not an agent of Ambani, and let the Delhi police, which is not an agent of Modi, come out for the inquiry.
An inquiry into what?
Charged you for writing. They have charged you
for inquiry into yesterday.
The election commission.
My dear, I was in jail yesterday. Yes, my dear, I was in police station throughout the night, and in the morning they left me. They asked me to go. There is no charge sheet. Have the courage and face the truth. It is all cock and bull story. You are not connecting Gujarat. Today Manish Sisodia has been attacked. Where do we go? My friend says, go to Gujarat Bhavan. Will you like us to go to Gujarat Bhavan? Give us a guarantee. And then we'll go to Gujarat Bhavan tomorrow if you want.
Mr. Sanjay Singh says Arvind Kejrwal is arrested. Mr. Kejrwal himself never says he is arrested.
No, but I want to ask a more serious question. One second, no fish market, please. I want to ask a more serious question. One second, I want to ask a more serious question because we really need to raise the level of the debate. Anand Kumar, please don't shout. Are we now seeing a situation where the Aam Aadmi Party is losing whatever is left of its credibility after their fiasco in government in Delhi because of the theatrics that they are resorting to? And I want to put this question first to Anand Kumar himself. Sir, given what you've done over the last 48 hours and also in the context of what happened earlier when you were in power for 49 days, do you not think that the Aam Aadmi Party is losing whatever credibility it had left as a political force with ideas, with vision? Because people now say that all that the Aam Aadmi Party is good for is dharnas and street theatre, not really serious governance. You are contesting these elections to become a force for change, an agent of change, a force for good governance. You're not telling us how you will do any of that. All you're doing is jumping onto walls, climbing into offices. That's not how you inspire confidence amongst people and show that you're capable of good governance, Anand Kumar.
Thank you for this criticism. We'll take note of it and we'll improve ourselves. But please improve your language. You're all the time telling me that we are into theatrics. And when I protest, you are saying I'm shouting. As a protest, I do not want to continue in this discussion except to say that Aam Aadmi Party is...
but there I have a problem with that. Anand Kumar, I have a problem with that. That if somebody has an opinion which is different from yours, you don't even want to listen. Anand Kumar, sir.
Let me finish.
Yes, I will allow you that. I will allow you that.
Don't do it. No, Rahulji, don't do it. I have been in police custody with men and women whole night, and I feel very angry, and I have a right to tell you that don't intervene, and please allow me to finish, otherwise don't ask me a question. You have all these gentlemen who can tell all the words and give us wisdom, but we are very sad and we are very shocked. Today Manish Sisodia has been attacked. Yesterday Arvind Kejrwal was attacked, and you are talking about theatrics here. We are interested not in Narendra Modi. We don't care for him. We are interested in problems, and problems are making us...
No, but there is a problem with what you are saying also. Anand Kumar, I can't allow you a monologue. There's a problem with what you are saying as well, and the problem is if somebody takes a point of view which is different from yours, you threaten to leave the show. I don't want to listen to what you're saying because I'm asking you tough questions and you don't have answers. Therefore, you say, I will not listen to you. Participate in a healthy debate. Let there be discussion. Why threaten to walk off?
Your questions are wrong and absurd.
No, who decides what questions are right or not absurd? Surely the Aam Aadmi Party has a point of view. Somebody else can have a point of view which is different from that. If there's a scam of the Congress being exposed, they think those questions are absurd. The BJP is angry when they get targeted. You are threatening to walk off. Is that not unfair? Can there not be? Let me put that question to KP Singh. Let there be a healthy discussion, and if people oppose you, you shouldn't say I'll beat you up, or I won't speak to you, or that you're crooked, or that you're corrupt, or that you've been paid out. Let there be a discussion. You have a point of view, please present it.
You and Aam Aadmi leadership have a problem. I don't want to get in the middle of it. Let's talk about what's happening in Gujarat.
I don't have a problem with anyone. Okay, but there's a problem there. But I want to talk about what is left of the Aam Aadmi Party.
I want to talk about what's happening in Gujarat. Is that a problem?
You can speak about whatever you want to speak about. But I'm asking you a question.
Mr. Kejrwal had a great line today.
Yes.
He says, everybody says Narendra Modi is a Vikash Purush, but in Gujarat only Vikas is happening for Mr. Ambani and Mr. Adani. They're the only ones getting richer. All the poor people, the Aam Aadmi, their lands getting taken away for thousands of rupees and given to Mr. Adani to do whatever he wants.
But you made that point, but you aren't answering my question. My question is,
like to know?
After the 49 days of fiasco, running the government in Delhi, is the Aam Aadmi Party not losing what is left of its credibility
Absolutely
in the manner in which it's resolved?
I would tell you on April 1st, national gas prices are going to double. There's going to be inflation across this country. Everywhere from fertilizer, food to your electricity. And the people on April 2nd, I'm going to ask the BJP and Congress, Mr. Ambani's net worth has doubled today. Who is to blame? And they will look at the BJP and the Congress, and the BJP and the Congress will have to answer the voters' question.
Okay, Chetan Bhagat, on the issue of the Aam Aadmi Party credibility, do you think that there is a divergence here, a divergence between the way someone like you sitting in Mumbai interprets what's happening and someone in poorer areas in rural India or in the urban poor areas interprets what's happening? So the rich, the affluent, the educated think, hey, this is anarchy, we don't like it. But the poor think, finally there is someone who's speaking up for us. And that is a very calculated political gambit that Kejrwal is embarked on. And you might not like it, but it seems to be working for him. Chetan Bhagat.
Yes, I mean, to give them credit, maybe that is the theory they have in mind, that, you know, and indeed on social media, at least I do my own Facebook tracker surveys. There was a time they had around a 36% share. BJP was around 60, and now it's fallen to around 20%, and the BJP has gone up to 75. So on that Facebook, and that's pan-India, they have lost the Facebook crowd, almost half their thing, and maybe that's not but I'm surprised that AAP doesn't care about that, because they're funding, because they are not a corrupt party, so they have to get the funding from the rich people, so they cannot afford to antagonize them. To say
no,
that
but
there is
Sudhanshu
no
Mittal, there's a deeper, more calculated gamble over here.
But you will.
Kejrwal realizes that in the urban middle class, Narendra Modi has rockstar cult popularity, which is very difficult to dislodge. Therefore, he's actually aiming for the Congress vote bank amongst the poorest of the poor, in the hope that he can wean them away from the Congress, which is seen as a spent force, and get them to convert and vote for the Aam Aadmi Party. Is that, in your view, the larger political calculation at play? Sudhanshu Mittal.
Rahul, what a dichotomy if this is the intent. Because he must realize that the media space he wants to occupy at any cost by any theatrics is not the space which is the favorite of the poorest of the poor. It is the favorite of the middle class, the youth, the urbanites. So he is targeting the wrong audience by wrong acts. If he was serious, he would have really gone to people, served people. He would have continued to be in government and showed people how an instrument of change he can be by delivering to them. After 49 days, he runs away showing his backside to people on a flimsiest of ground. Does he think people of this country do not see the game?
No.
Does he think by that he can attract the sympathies of the poorest of the poor? Give me a break. Look, they have lost steam somewhere midway. They do not know which way to go. So the only thing which keeps them going, according to them, is media space. So let us do something so radically different.
How can the Aam Aadmi Party be so dismissive of middle-class Indian opinion? The same people who were earlier singing praises of the Aam Aadmi Party now see it as a destructive force, see it as an anarchist force. While I know that you've got your eyes on the poorest of the poor, the Congress vote bank, does middle-class educated opinion not matter? The same people who helped you win in Middle Delhi, in South Delhi, those who voted for you in constituencies like GK1, in constituencies like New Delhi, in constituencies like Malviya Nagar, does that not matter? You're basically alienating middle-class India by your theatre. They don't like what's happening. Do you realize that at all, sir?
Sir, today your word of the day is theatre, theatre, theatre. Please look at theatre of absurd initiated by some of the people belonging to the other parties. We are having Meda Patkar with us. We are also having Sri Raj Mohan Gandhi. We are having Ashutosh. We are having Yogendra Yadav. We are having Prashant Bhushan. We are having Arvind Kejrwal. Why are you so worried about us, my dear friend, when we are absurdly into theatrics and doing all kinds of things just to attract your attention? Please give us a break. We are not so worried about your commentary at this point, because we have to fight an election against the biggest conspiracy of crony capitalism and corruption in this country's history.
The Aam Aadmi Party strategy is bang on. They know that people like you, the rich and the highly influential, want someone like Modi, and regardless of what Kejrwal does, you will not vote for Kejrwal or the Aam Aadmi Party. Therefore, they appeal to a different constituency. Those who are not the Modi vote bank, try and pull them away from the Congress. It makes perfect political sense and actually is quite a smart thing for the Aam Aadmi Party to do.
No, look, as far as I'm concerned, I have heard Kejrwal recently on another channel. He says the right things which you can't argue about. Let's help the poor, we all want to help the poor. Let's get rid of corruption, we all want to get rid of corruption. Every time you ask him how, do you have an economic model? Do you have an international policy model? No, I want to stand. Why are you standing for Lok Sabha? Well, I don't want to be Prime Minister. Well, this kind of a thing of saying, I don't want to win, but I want to keep playing. You are in the game to become Prime Minister. You are in the game to win as many seats as you can. You have to present a model. And the question is, well, Prashant Bhushan says, let's have a referendum in Kashmir. Oh, that's his view. That's not my view. It's like a
But that's a very strong point. Anand Kumar and KP Singh both, with just about 30 days to go for the first phase of polling,
definitive plan.
We haven't seen the definitive plan.
With all the
we haven't understood what the Aam Aadmi Party stands for on foreign policy, what the Aam Aadmi Party stands for on economics. All that is completely ambiguous and vague.
There's no philosophy.
We've seen a lot of noise. We haven't understood your substance, Anand Kumar. When will we hear and have a concrete argument on the specifics? No, the National Manifesto, Yogendra Yadav said, would be ready in a few days. Few weeks have passed, it still isn't ready. When will we have a debate on the substance of the Aam Aadmi Party, not the theatrics? Anand Kumar.
Again, theatrics, my dear. I mean, what is wrong with this word that it is coming again?
Just answer my question, sir.
But let me give
answer my question.
Yes, let me answer the question. Sir, there was a lot of noise just a few seconds before you were speaking and the other gentleman was speaking. Things were not coming clear and in a very comfortable manner. Let me tell you that we have been working on our manifesto since January 2013. It is ready. It is about to be delivered. It will be appreciated just like our list of candidates. Do not worry. Please get ready to organize a panel discussion within a couple of days. Is not so far away, because 10th April, first voting, we got to have our manifesto and act together. Please organize another discussion. Invite all these people who are blaming us that we don't have a perspective, we don't have a program. We do have it, sir. It's a bad news for these people.
Okay, see, all I wish to say is this, that the Aam Aadmi Party is entitled to do what they wish to do.
Minute.
No, one second, I'm out of time. The Aam Aadmi Party is entitled to do what they wish to do. Okay, go ahead, since you won't allow me to conclude. Go ahead, Sudhanshu. 20 seconds.
History reminds us of VP Singh. The middle class had great hopes from VP Singh. They voted for him. And then he was also talking about poorest of the poor and not what the history has done to VP Singh. We are not going to get the food. We are not going to see a repeat of VP Singh in this country. Sir, we are not seeing a repeat of Mr. VP.
We'll have this debate another day. I'm sure there'll be another opportunity. But here's all I wish to say before I conclude. Let's have the manifesto out. Let the discussion be on substance. Let the noise levels ease. Let there be a concrete discussion on the foreign policy stance of the Aam Aadmi Party, economic policy positions, and who has a better vision for taking India into the future. We have a real problem with our economy. Growth rates are slacking. How do you bring them up? Those are questions that need to be discussed and debated, not who threw a stone on whom, who threw the chair on whom. This is not the sort of debate, this is not the sort of discourse India deserves. India deserves better. And it is incumbent as much on the Aam Aadmi Party as it is on the BJP, as it is on the Congress, to raise the standard of debate and discussion as we build up to your vote, 2014.
Agree.
Chetan Bhagat, Sunil Alag, Sudhanshu Mittal, Anand Kumar for joining us and participating in this program. Thank you very much.